All right, I got another one to show you guys today. This is a 1969 Chevy truck. We did this one probably about 6 years ago. We did it in, I think, July of 2019. This one came back in because it had a couple little problems that we needed to fix. You know, we're not perfect by any means, so sometimes there's problems that arise. So customer brought it back in and we tried to take care of them. We'll start with kind of what we did and then what we fixed. So when we originally did this truck, we didn't do like a retro style radio or, you know, cut out the dash to put a regular CD player or whatever in it. So what we did is we did a Wet Sounds Bluetooth control module. It's like a little volume knob. We mounted that in where the factory knob would be for like your volume. So it's a 2-post type radio. So the left-hand side is that volume control that's made by Wet Sounds. So from that, he can do volume up and down. He can do track up and down, and then he can mute it. Or he can do the controls from his cell phone. So only audio source in this is streaming from a phone or some kind of device like that. The right-hand knob, we used a JL Audio DRC 100. That is like a remote control volume knob, and that controls his subwoofer. So he has subwoofer control there, and then volume control on the left-hand side. The other thing we did is that DRC, also you can do different presets for the EQ of the amplifier. This one we just did a single EQ, but if you did want to press that in, a little Chevy logo that we put in the center of the bezel that we made, that would change colors to tell you which preset that you're on. From that Bluetooth controller, it goes back and we have a 5-channel JL Audio amplifier. It's the VX1005i. That amplifier is running 2 sets of Focal Flax 6.5-inch separates in the door. So there's 2 6s in each door and 2 tweeters in each door. It also runs a 10-inch woofer that's under the seat. That's a 10 TW3, I believe, dual 4 ohm, bridge down to 2 ohms, and that is in a ported enclosure. So this truck has a factory gas tank behind the seat, so we weren't able to do any subwoofers back there. There is a little bit of room on the passenger side next to that gas tank. And that's where we mounted the amplifier. We built some brackets off some factory bolt hole locations and then made a little amp rack to mount that amp to. So subwoofer enclosure under the seat. We wrap that in factory matching vinyl. So if you look under there, it looks like it's part of the vehicle. On the doors, when it came in, it just had factory, the little plastic door panels that went on, you know, kind of clip in there. He wanted something more, you know, modern looking. So we rebuilt the entire door panels. We were able to draw those up in like a CAD type system on the computer and then build out from there. They're made out of all expanded PVC, which is, you know, a composite material. So if they get wet or anything like that, they're not going to warp. Built out from there, made some grills. The grills at the bottom, the little slots that you see, those are meant to be designed to match the factory dash, where the dash speaker would have been in the center of the dash. So those slots are the same design as up there. As for like where the door pulls are, we put some 1/4-inch aluminum. So it's nice and sturdy when he goes to shut the door. And then while we're in there, you know, we were running wires into the door for the speakers. We also ran some wires to do keyless entry for lock up and down, and added some actuators so he'd have keyless entry. So the reason that it did come back into us is, you know, it was 6 years ago that we did it. For some reason, the Bluetooth module quit working. You couldn't get it into pairing. We wouldn't pair any phones anymore. So like you press it in and it wouldn't go into the pairing mode. So we did swap the controller knob to the newer version of it. It's like a version 2 Wet Sounds controller. So we swapped that out while I was here. And then, you know, we're not perfect. Things happen. Some of the vinyl on the door panel started lifting. You know, that could be due to too high heat or we didn't get enough glue on there, but not a big deal. We fixed that while it was in here, so that's why it came in. So anyway, when we have a lot of builds that we've done in the past that when they come in, as they come in for, you know, maybe a tune-up or if something's broken or not working quite right, I'm trying to film them to get them out here on YouTube so that you can see all the stuff that we built over the years. So anyway, that's all we got for this one. We really appreciate you guys watching. If you like seeing this type of stuff, go ahead, hit that subscribe, like, shoot us a comment. That really helps us out. And that way we can keep making these videos for you guys. Hope you have a great day. Thanks.